Hello, everybody. Welcome to Busy Lizzie's Budget. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am bringing you this video here in my friend's pajamas, and this video is going to be me stuffing my sinking funds binders, or sinking fund binders, however you want to pronounce it. But these 3 binders I stuff once a month, and then sometimes you'll see these when I am done with the savings challenge, because when I'm done with savings challenges, that money goes towards my goals, and my goals I have envelopes for in these binders. So sometimes you'll see me pull these out from my emergency fund or Diego's savings account, but once a month I like to bring them out and stuff as many categories as I can. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I'm bringing you this video on a Saturday morning, or Saturday afternoon actually, and I am so excited right now because Matt and I just filed our taxes. So this was the first time I had to file business taxes for Busy Lizzie's Budget for YouTube. I don't know why I just went like that, but for YouTube and for Etsy Pay, and then for Matt's job, and then everything else. And I am so thankful that we were able to do it ourselves through TurboTax. And we started off in Etsy, and Etsy gave a coupon code for half off TurboTax. So we paid half the amount that we needed to. So I think, I'm not sure, I didn't pay attention to the cost because Matt pulled out his card and he paid, but I think we paid about $65. So our taxes are filed. It took us probably 3.5 hours, which isn't bad, but I had already spent hours and hours and hours on another day printing Etsy receipts and Amazon receipts and things like that. And I might talk about that in another video, but I was just hoping that we would not owe any money, and we do not owe. We are getting a refund. I am so thankful, and so grateful. So I might be a little excited in this video, and that is why we decided we would celebrate, and I'm going to go on a little adventure. I really don't get out of the house now because of my neck surgery and my recovery, but we're going to go to my son's restaurant where he works and surprise him and have an early dinner there, probably a quick dinner. So it'll be nice for me to get out of the house. I did have to go see my surgeon for a 2-week follow-up on Wednesday, and he took out the stitches. Actually, his nurse didn't hurt at all. I can't remember if I told you guys that yet. So thank you for your thoughts and prayers. And he basically didn't have really much to say about my pain. He said, you know, if you can't get up and do something for more than a half an hour, then don't. He said, if you do something and you do it too long and you're in pain, next time don't do it as long. So he really didn't have any guidelines. He just said everyone's body's different, everyone's surgery is different, and everyone's going to take a different amount of time to heal. So if it hurts, you're overdoing it. So anyway, that was that. And yesterday I pulled something in the middle of my back. I pulled a muscle. So that has just added to the pain, and I'm just over it. I'm going to be in pain, so I'd rather film while I'm doing it. So anyway, there's all the chattiness. We're going to go ahead and get these stuffed, and I'm going to try to do it sort of quickly. I don't want this to be too long of a video, but I think we start with this binder. So basically, I have a spreadsheet in front of me. In case you're new or you're curious, it says all the categories in the binders, how much I want to put in, and what bills I want to use. If I want to use hundreds or tens or ones, so that is kind of like my guideline. So we'll go ahead and we will count this money, and I'll put it in my cash tray. I also want to tell you guys, here's a sneak peek. I have made a new binder. I think I told you guys this, but I made a new savings challenge binder since my 2 mini binders are completed. And I may end up doing one of either my puppy binder or my true crime binder off camera. Oh, there's a sneak peek of the back. But I may end up doing that off camera. So if I do in its place, I'll do a shorter video just doing this binder, because I want to start doing this binder probably twice a month. And sorry, it was the challenge is crooked and it's bothering me. Anyway, this is the new binder we're going to be starting. So there's just a sneak peek of the cover, or the front and the back cover, but I'll put that aside. And I think last time I did the true crime off camera, so maybe this week I will do a quick video with this, which will be fun for you guys to see my new binder. And maybe I'll do the puppy one off camera this week, because the puppy and the true crime videos take a lot of time for me to film and a lot of time to edit. So during this recovery, like I said, you're going to get random videos and I'll just do the best I can. So let's go ahead and Matt, if you can please put a comment at the beginning of this video, giving a timestamp now where I count the cash, that would be awesome. And Matt's my husband. For those of you who don't know, he edits my videos and puts up comments on the screen. And let's start counting this. And you'll find out how much we are stuffing today in sinking funds. So we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1100. I think it goes here. So then 1150, 1200, 1250, 1300, 1350, 1400, 1450, 1500. All right. And then 20, 40, 60, 80, 16, 16, 20, 40, 16, 50, 60, 70, 80, 16, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 1700. So we are stuffing 1700 today in our sinking funds. I am so thankful and so grateful for all of this. It's such a blessing, and I'm so thankful I have this. And in these binders, some of them have bills that aren't monthly, that are either every 3 months or every 6 months or every year. Although, yes, so I have those 3 things in here. And then aside from the bills, I also have others, just savings things that I like to save for and I do need to use. So money comes in and money comes out. So let's go ahead and start. And also, in case you're wondering, I did make all these trackers and all of these envelopes. So this first one is for my sewer and water bill. And we are not putting any money in because the bill came due and I paid it. So not only did I pay it, but we also already have an extra $100 in here toward the next bill. So I think we're $100 ahead, but just to be safe, I'm not going to take this out. I was tempted to take that out and spend that, but I'm not going to do that. So anyway, so let's see what's next. So for the next category, it is property taxes. I'm going to keep it like this so you guys can see. And we normally put in $400 a month, but I'm changing that to $500 because we were short, I think, over $1,000 because our property taxes are outrageous. So I think they're around $5,000 a year and we live in 900 square feet. So anyway, we're adding 5 and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 we're adding, and we'll add 500 every month now. We'll add it to what's in here, and in total, we have 500. This represents $500 I have in the bank in an account called property taxes. So we have 500 in the bank, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I have already written in these amounts off camera. So 1,700 is correct. And clearly I need to take out $1,000, I believe. So we should have 200, and then this 1,000 needs to go to the bank, and I need to put a placeholder in that. So I will do that off camera. I didn't want to do it before the video because I wanted to show you guys me adding the $500. So after this video, I'll go ahead and take care of that. So we have 1,500 in prop money and 200 in actual cash in here. So I'm just explaining in case some of you are new so that you understand how it works. I like to put in a prop bill anytime an envelope gets up to another 500 or the first 500. Okay, so now we're going to go to my Subaru registration, and every month we put in $31, and if we do that, we will have more than enough when the bill comes due every year. In the state that we live in New Hampshire, and it's due in our birthday month, and mine is January. So that will be due in January. So right now in Subaru registration, we have 20. Oh, that's a star note, I just noticed. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 121, 2, 3, 124. So that is the balance in Subi registration. And then we have my purple BMW, and for this one, we add 74 every month. So there is 70, and this should be the 4. So we'll put that all together, and then I'll count it for you guys. I know that in my savings challenges, for my videos are so long, I don't normally count the money, but I really like to in here to show you guys that if you have yearly bills or bills that come every 3 months or every 6 months, and you forget about them, and then they creep up on you and you don't have the money, and you panic. That's what I used to always do. This has given me so much peace of mind. You can see if this is your first video of mine, you can see January, February, March, April, I faithfully put in this amount every month, and then there's never a surprise. So when the bill comes due, I always have a little extra I can spend because I put in a little bit more just in case. So anyway, we now have 50, 100, 50, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 280, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 290, 291, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 296 in BMW registration. And in hearing aids, I just want to let you guys know, I called the hearing aid place so many times in the past few weeks because I did get something from my insurance saying that as long as my Etsy shop is closed, they're approving my hearing aids for free. So I talked to them and I don't know what the deal was, but long story short, after calling maybe 4 or 5 times in the past couple weeks, they finally gave me an appointment to pick up my hearing aids. So they're not going to order them until right before my appointment. And my appointment is August. Well, let me tell you guys, I want my Etsy shop open before August. So I think that, like I said, I'm going to lose this insurance once I open my shop back up. So that means that if they can't give me an appointment in the next month or two, then I lose the hearing aids for free. So that's probably going to happen. I did go ahead and book at the end of August, but I don't know what's going to happen between now or then, because once I start selling on Etsy again, I'm going to have to buy a new insurance, and I don't know if they'll cover it or whatnot. So it's still all in limbo, but sadly they couldn't give me an appointment in the next 2 months so that I could get these hearing aids for free. So that was kind of sad. So I'm still not putting any money in. I'm just waiting to see what happens. It kind of is, I'm not very happy about it. Let me just tell you that. So that is it for this binder. Let's go ahead to my next binder. And all right, so we're going to start with, I'll show you my emergency fund. We have been putting money in this from my savings challenges that are finished. My goal for the end of this year was to end the year at 10,000. We started the year at 4,200, and you guys, we are getting so close. I just can't even believe it. It's blowing my mind. So I'm not gonna add anything to this because we're adding it from our finished savings challenges. And then for my IRA, this is another whole story I'm not going to tell you now, but that money got lost. That money never got into my IRA. I had $1,357 that I had from my Etsy sales, and that was money I put into Rox's challenge book, and I completed the first 6 challenges from that book. And from the first 6 challenges, that is how much I saved. It should have gone into my bank and gone into my IRA, and it did not. And the money is either physically missing or it accidentally got spent. I'm not sure. That's a whole nother video, which I probably won't have time to do, but maybe I can shed some more light on that later. So let's go ahead to this next one that says beep beep, and this is my deductible envelope. And this is for when my son gets into an accident or crashes one of our cars into the other car. I don't know. I'm just assuming it's going to happen. Hopefully it won't, but we've been adding, let's see what my spreadsheet says. We've been adding 50 a month, and we're going to do that again this month. So now we have 500, 600, 650. We're up to 700. So we're getting close to 1,000, which is going to be, I think is great, because we have 3 vehicles in the household, so we'll have enough to cover 2 deductibles if need be. And then once I get to 1,000, I'm going to look into my house insurance and see if there's a deductible for that. I'm sure there is, and maybe I'll save that, maybe not. I don't know. That's another day. So now we're going to move on to travel, and this travel would be me and Matt, or me and Matt and the kids. But let's go ahead. We're going to add $200 to this today, which again, I'm so thankful for. And now in travel, we have a total of 1,100, so, or 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,450, 1,470, 1,490, 1,500. So I'm so excited about that. And again, on camera after this video, I am going to take $1,000 out. Nope, sorry, 1,500. I'm going to take this 500 in cash, put it in the bank in my account. This is travel. And then I'll put in a $500 prop money slip. So you will see prop money next time and not the actual money, because we've made it to an even 1,500 or another even 500. So anyway, we have 1,500 in travel, and this is what I've saved. When we do go away, Matt will probably pay the brunt of it, but I'm saving some, or we might do like a weekend getaway where I would pay for it all. But if we do something that involves a plane and things like that, or we do something close by, but for like 5 days or even a few days with the kids where it's really expensive, he'll pay a lot of it, but I want to definitely do my part. So anyway, let's keep going. So the next one is girls trip. And this is a trip where Madeline or Lindsay told me she was coming to visit me. So we invited Madeline. We weren't sure if she can come all the way from Romania. And this year she's not going to be able to come, but maybe we can do that in the future. So it's going to be Lindsay coming to visit me. And that's Lindsay from Boy Mom Loves to Save. And she is coming in October. And I want to have a disgusting amount of money so we can do anything and everything we want, not worry about money, and come home with leftover money. So anyway, I'll tell you guys, I took $400 out of there. So we were at 1,400 and now we're down to 1,000, and today we're adding 100. So we're going to be at 1,100. So the 400, it's another long story where that money went, and I don't have time to tell it, unfortunately. So anyway, I had to pull money that I didn't think was necessary in order to make up money for something else. So I pulled some money from here. So now we have $1,100 in girls trip. Then for my daughter, Addie, we're going to add $50 today. And so it'll just be a $50 bill. And let's see. So she has 1,500 in the bank, and then so we have 1,550, 1,570, 1,580, 1,585, 1,590, 1,595, 96, 97, 98, 99, 1,600. Sorry I had to count like that, but I'll get mixed up if I don't say the whole 1,600. So I'm excited about this, and I will give you a hint. Pretty soon, I'm going to be making binders. I'm working on them now, but I'm going to be having binders for Addie and Max for their future. It's not going to be for senior year or anything like that. It's going to be for beyond. It's going to be something that I want to give to them. They both want to go to college. So since they both plan to go to college, it's something I'm going to save for and give them when they graduate college, whether they go for 2 years or 4 years, or no matter what they do. At the end of college, I want to give them each a binder with, and I'll tell you more about it later. I'm still making them right now, but I'm super excited about this. And so for Max, so what I was going to say is, once I make those binders, I will take the money out of here. I'll stop adding to these envelopes, and I'll take all the money in these envelopes to start funding those binders. So, and I am going to use savings challenges to fund those binders. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. I decided today to add $100 to Max's account, and usually we add 50, but sometimes I just pick random amounts, and I wanted to have a nice even 1,900, and I really want to work on their future binders and just have money to put toward that, because I've decided that's a gift I want to give them when they graduate from college, since again, they both desire to go to college and plan to. So anyway, we have 1,500 in the bank, and then 1,600, 1,650, 1,700, 1,750, 70, 90, 1,810, 1,830, 1,840, 50, 60, 70, 80, 1,890, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 1,900. So this is awesome, because if we put in another 100, he'll have another 1,000 placeholder or prop bill. And by the way, I ran out and I had to use a couple 500s. So I need to get in touch with my girl Kimmy over at Kimmy's Budgets and Bayesian Girl Budgets on YouTube. She'll be in the description box, but I bought those from her. And that is the end of this binder. So now we will go on to the last binder. And all right, so my savings are kind of a big deal. I know I forget to show the covers sometimes, or the back covers, but so for this next one, we're going to start off with post office, and I usually drain it. I actually didn't use all the money, but I took the 75 out of here when I brought a bunch of stuff, a bunch of personal stuff. It wasn't Etsy, it wasn't business, but I sent a ton of Happy Mail before my surgery, and I took the $75 cash out of here, put it in my pocket, went to the post office, and I didn't go home and put the change directly back in here and write it in. So because I didn't do that, the cash either got spent or it got put into like my minis binder or something. So I need to be good about putting money right back in. So anyway, it has nothing. We're going to add 75, and let me see what denominations. Okay, it looks like I did just do a 50, a 20, and a 5. So this month I'll try to be good about that. So I'll have leftovers in here. And then the next one is gifts. And let's see. I want to put in 300. It has nothing right now. I did buy a baby shower gift for my cousin and some other gifts. And so it's once again drained, and I'm able to put 300 in. So I'm very excited about that because we have Mother's Day coming up, Father's Day, things like that. So it looks like we're doing 100, and I did want to have change though, in case I buy something online and just need to take out the money. So let's see, we have 2 of those, then we have 3 20s, 3 10s, 1, 2, 3, and 2 5s. So, and somebody took a bite out of that one. So let's make sure this is $300. We have 152, 220, 40s, 260, 270, 80, 90, 95, $300. So again, that just makes me feel so good. And now I know that I'm covered for Mother's Day and Father's Day for sure. The next one is hair. I used to get my hair just trimmed every 2 months, and I don't get it dyed or anything like that. And I am ready for a change. I haven't been to the hairdresser in I think like 4 months at least because of all my neck pain and back pain. So I may get a big haircut or a little one. I might get highlights. I don't know. So I just want to buff this category up because my hair is in great need of some TLC. So we're going to add 70 today. So just a 50 and a 20. I think I knew I already had some smaller bills in here. So I'll probably never need this amount of money for one trip, but we just want to bulk it up. So 50, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 210, 20, 25, 30, 35, 240, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 247 in hair. And we just have a couple left. It looks like, for kids, this got completely drained to 0. It got drained to 100, and then the 100 was, I bought Max, he bought it, but I reimbursed him. I bought a suitcase. He is going to Spain in less than 2 weeks. It is Saturday, and he's leaving Friday. So he's going to Spain in like, I think 6 days. And that's when my kids have, they have April vacation. They did have a week off in February. They have a week off in April, and he's going to miss school Friday. The kids that are going to Spain are going for 10 days. So he's going to leave on Friday. So Addie will be at school, but he won't. So he had to buy a suitcase that was exact dimensions for a carry-on. So he found one. It's 2 inches too big, so we're still looking for another one, but at least he has something. I don't know, you guys, but it was $100, and I told him that I wanted to pay him back for that. So now we're down to 0, and I am not adding anything. I don't see anything coming up soon, so I'm going to leave that empty. And as you know, for Diego's, we're not filling that. He's at $2,983, and our goal is $5,000 by the end of the 2 binders, or by the end of the year. And this is him. He's so, so sweet. And then let's see. So we are adding the rest of this money to medical. So again, I know I'm going to have to start paying for health insurance soon, and I haven't had to do that in a while. And I know I'm going to have deductibles to meet. So honestly, we're going to add 150 and we'll have a balance of 1150, and that's probably not even going to be enough for when I have my first appointment and need to start paying deductibles. So I definitely need to beef this up starting soon. So anyway, what was I going to say? I was going to say we're going to add this 150, and then we have $1,150. So that is the last one. We are not adding anything to self-care, and I actually took out what we had because, like I said, I had to debulk some of these, you know, frivolous categories because of something that came up, which I'll try to tell you later, but I just don't have enough time in videos to tell you guys. So that is it. We have stuffed $1,700, and I'm going to give you a quick look at this if you want to see it. This was once I went ahead and before I went ahead and wrote in what I was adding to all of these, I made sure that I had, you know, if I had taken out money, that I updated those. So those were completely updated before I wrote in the last line, which is what I just added with you guys. So this is after we added that, these are the new totals. So like, let me give you one example so you know what I'm saying. So last month, after last month's video, we had 75 in post office. Well, after this video, we have 75 in post office because we spent that 75 and it was down to 0. So the numbers you see here are exactly what's reflected in those, on those balance sheets in front of each envelope in my binder. So those match this and they're all correct. So we added a total of $3,079 this month to those binders. And I will say that I changed self-care. Now that self-care is down to 0, I changed it to Christmas. So there's $650 in Christmas. That's the only thing I don't have an envelope for because we are going to fully fund this category for the year before I spend any of the money. So I'm just putting it all in the bank so we don't have that cash laying around at home. So other than that little switcheroo, we still added quite a bit. And again, some of that is bills. So it's not all just savings, but that's okay. I'm still grateful that we were able to cover the bills that were non-monthly and then add to the other categories. So we are ending with, and again, this money isn't physically in these binders because there's a lot of the fake money, the prop holders, whatever you want to call them. So, but in total in savings, we have $22,894. So I just want to say, I am so thankful for that because there was a day when I didn't have these binders and all my accounts were negative. So I am so thankful that by doing these, having these binders, that I've been consistently using these binders for a few years, and the consistency has paid off. And now these categories that I didn't even have before or had nothing in them have quite a lot in them. So I'm truly thankful and grateful for that. And I thank you all so much for watching and supporting me. When you subscribe or like my video or comment or watch my ads, all of those things help the algorithm. They all help me out. And if you watch the ads rather than skipping them, I make a few more sense. But I know you guys are faithful watchers of my channel because I always get really nice YouTube payouts from the Google AdSense ads. So just want to thank you all so much for that. And I love you all so much. And I appreciate you being part of my journey. You guys are the reason why I am in a positive in my savings accounts, because I would have spent all this money and I would have had a lot of money on credit cards like I did before I started this channel. So I'm just so thankful that you guys keep me accountable. I hope that you have a great weekend. Let me know what you're up to. And I'm not sure when this video will be posted, but whether it's Saturday or Sunday or even Monday, I just hope you guys are doing well. And I hope to hear from you soon in the comments. Have a great day. Bye.